She didn't want to jump in with questions right away because she knew it would look suspicious. As she studied both her mates, she tried to pick up on their personalities. Rava seemed more closed off, although she could tell he was attracted to her. Gianva would be her best bet for information. He was more open to her, while still nervous. It was easy to see why women were attracted to having these alien babies. She already wanted them both, and hadn't even taken a few minutes to get to know them. It was looking at their muscles, rippling under their shirts, and watching their purple eyes flash when they talked to her. It was the way they wanted to take care of her by feeding her. "So, have you known many of the other surrogates?" Talia asked, eating another bite of the delicious fruit. She felt like that was a safe question. Her plan to begin with was just to figure out how they felt about humans in general, and if they'd had any types of interactions with those that had gone missing. Rava said,
"I've only been introduced to them briefly while they stayed on the planet. I can't say I knew any of them. They mostly stayed with their mates, doing what they were supposed to do."
Talia couldn't tell if that was directed at her to keep her in line, or if he was just stating facts.
"I met my friend Sardi's mate, Sarah. I liked her. I was able to spend some time with them. They weren't always in the bedroom."
After he said this, he looked sheepish, and Talia thought if he could blush, he probably would. Her heart rate spiked a bit at the mention of Sarah. Sarah Overstreet had been the one who had been tasked with getting the aliens to leave Earth's solar system. She had the poison. She'd gotten it on the planet, and then she just didn't do it. Sarah had been dedicated to her mission from the moment it was planned. If she could be turned, Talia felt certain anyone could. "Did Sarah have babies?" she asked, loading up a piece of bread with cheese. She had become quite full, but wanted to appear casual as she continued to inquire about the scientist.
"Oh, yes,"
Gianva said.
"With Sarti and Notla, twins. Now she's—"
He trailed off. "Yes?" she said, leaning towards him.
"Well, I guess now she's happy back at home. The twins are growing."
He recovered quickly. He wouldn't meet her gaze, and she found herself wondering what he wasn't saying.
"I'm sure she is,"
Rava said.
"We want to hear about you. Tell us about your childhood, Talia. Here on our planet, our childhood shapes us, and we develop our affinity, like mine for plants and Gianva's for animals."
"Not much to tell," Talia said, thankful she could be completely honest about this part of her life. "My mother drank too much and was in and out of rehab most of my life. She couldn't get clean and eventually moved on to hard drugs, leaving me with my father. The memory of that day stung, even as it had been over 12 years ago. She shook it off and smiled at the two aliens.
"And your father?"
Gianva asked. "He tried, but he worked as a truck driver. He couldn't be home hardly at all. I was looked after by my aunt when she could swing by, but mostly I lived on my own." She tried to be more flirtatious, but it wasn't her personality. It had never been in her nature to throw herself at a man. Now she had to do it to two. "So, the human women who have come here? They haven't tried to stay with their men. I've heard quite a few women fall in love." She smiled, hoping it came off adorable.
"I don't know about that,"
Gianva said. The question hung in the air. She made the decision to be with Gianva first, but she wasn't sure how to voice that.
"You have to choose,"
Rava said suddenly, making the decision for her.
"You have to choose who you'd lie with first."
The way he said it made it sound so formal. It didn't seem as dirty as going to space to screw two aliens in the same night and have their babies.
To keep listening to this audiobook, I've left you a link in the description so you can do it, at no cost thanks to Audible's 30-day free trial.